So good morning guys, welcome back to my channel, and today guys I'm going to answer most of your questions. It's been long since I answered most of your questions, so yeah, right straight to the questions about ADLSA actually. So in this channel most of the stuff we do is about ADLSA and changing of employer without the NOC. So I'll start with someone who just sent me a question like 55 seconds ago. He's asking, his name is Kush SK, is asking, I applied for change of employer in February 10th. Till now I haven't received an approval. For all those guys who applied last year, who applied 1 month ago, 2 months ago, who applied last year November, you need to make follow-up, guys. Without follow-up, this ADLSA will not think you are serious. I've seen most cases where by people make follow-up. Even in my comment section you can see that people who have always made follow-up, as I advised in my previous video on how to get ADLSA approved fast, most of them have received their notice period. I mean, like, they have been approved. So that's exactly what I'm going to tell you. Watch my previous video on how to get approved fast. And there is a guy who was asking me, he got a rejection and he reapplied. So he's wondering why is it delaying. All those people are wondering why is it delaying. I did a video explaining why the ADLSA messages or approval messages have been delaying. So check on that also, and so that we can reduce the answering the same questions each and every day. So the other guy who asked me that when they check online, it says that their messages are under review. It's the same thing. All those who are waiting, make follow-ups. So there's another guy who was asking me, I can't really remember exactly where his comment was, but the guy was asking me that if he applied for the first time and he received the approval, now he wants to cancel his company because the current company that he went to has laid them off because maybe it didn't have enough funds or it didn't work out, so the company just decided to release them and it gave them NOC. So when he's trying to go online to reapply for the change of employer, it says you are still under process, like you have an active process ongoing. So the only thing you can do in that situation, since you already have NOC and anyone else who can get NOC and anyone else who has NOC already, you should not worry about the ADLSA approval or something like that. You already have the NOC. It means your company has released you to go to another company. You can go to another company without the approval because they can use the NOC and apply for your ID manually or physically, just the way they used to do it before the new law came. So still NOC works. So perfectly, if you have NOC, you can move to your new company and start working immediately as their HR and PRO work on your stuff to get your ID. So those guys who are asking also, like Run Machine 365 is asking for the ADLSA email to make follow-up. I will not be repeating the email, so check my previous video on how to cancel ADLSA. The email is in the 8th minute near the end. I put a screenshot for the complaints and also for those who are doing follow-up. Both the emails are there. Just watch my previous video. And always check on the comment section. Most people are replying to your questions there. So the other guy who asked me about, now my visa is cancelled. His name is Lesel Rubio. Now my visa is cancelled without knowing my consent. What will I do? If your visa has been cancelled, the only option you have here is to get a job before the 1 month grace period comes to an end. So I believe once you get a job, there's a way your PRO or the new company's HR, they know how to go about it and talk with the government so that you can be allowed to work in the new company and be given another visa. You don't necessarily have to go home, since now we have COVID-19 going around. You don't have to exit, then you'll be sent a visa and come back. So to cut all that process short, just talk to the new company's PRO. They will see what to do, and of course they can talk with the Ministry of ADLSA on how to sort you out. So you don't really have to exit the country. Just make sure you get a new job, and once you get a new job, you can move into your new company as they follow up for you. And there's another guy who was asking for my Instagram. So my Instagram is pinned in the description box, or you can still search my name, Vic Seezzo, the same name I use on YouTube. It's the same name I'm using on Instagram. You can reach me through there, and we can always share our thoughts. Guys, the reason as to why I'm doing the episodes of the ADLSA success stories like the one I did for you yesterday, the interview, is because I want different people to come up and share their experiences, the process, how they went down for the application, so that we can help other people who have passed through the same challenges. They will know how to tackle them. So one person's experience is not the other person's experience. Experiences are different. There are those who applied and they have been approved within 1 week, within 2 weeks. There are those who have waited for so long. There are those who had to do follow-ups. There are those who went to the ADLSA and they approved them the same day. That's why I want everyone to share their experience here, so that whenever someone wants to apply for the change of employer without the NOC, we'll know which is the easiest way or which are the ways you can maneuver through this. And there are those companies that are threatening employees that if you apply and you've been given your notice period, they are going to cancel your visa or your QID. The only thing you can do in such a case, you just need to call 16008, that's 1608, and report this to the ADLSA ministry. Once you report them, they will definitely send a message to your employer or sponsor and call them together with you to the office of the ministry to sort that out. So you really don't have to worry. And as I said, no one wants to go back home, as now and next year there is World Cup. We have more opportunities in Qatar. No one wants to lose these opportunities. And probably even the salaries are likely to change by next year and we earn a better salary. So there's another lady who was saying that their company wanted to send her home and even wanted to pay the air ticket, but she cancelled because she didn't want to go home, and she wanted to change her job. So the ticket was cancelled, but she wants to move to a new employer. So the only option you have is try to understand what really hurts your current employer. Is it that they want to be paid back their money, or they really want you to go home? They are not even interested in being paid back their money or their visa period that is still remaining. So if you can agree on how to sort that one out, if they want you to pay them, you can agree and pay them maybe your 1 month salary so that you can be free. You don't really have to go home. So try to sort it out. These are human beings. I know most of them, they feel like we are the one who brought you from your country, so why are you changing your company while you have already arrived here and we are the people who brought you here? We are humans. Because you are not giving me exactly what I needed, at that time when I came here I was desperate. So right now I have gotten an opportunity. Just give me a chance to go. Let me pay you if it's your money, and let me move free. Let's grow free. Just talk nicely to them. Probably they may understand if you talk nicely, because I know most of you, when you're talking with your current employer, maybe you are talking in a way with pride or something, or the employer is rude, doesn't even want to listen. But with time, if you talk to them nicely, just be calm and even show them that you are aware of the law, or use 1608, they will finally agree either payments, and they will allow you to move to your next employer. As I said, people are asking Instagram. I'm always, but this is the best place to get my feedbacks on YouTube comment section. I reply all the comments. If I delay one day, but I will definitely do that. So there's a guy also who has worked for a company for 5 years ago. His name is Gitosh Kelvo. I think Gitosh is Gitonga. He has worked for a company for 5 years and has finished his contract. So his question is eligible to be given the NOC, and is eligible to submit a resignation letter to the company, and they sign and stamp for him because he has already finished a contract of 5 years. But the company denies, doesn't want to give him NOC or doesn't want to sign for him his resignation. Companies are like this, but not really the companies, but the people working in the head offices. They really have too much pride, and they don't even want to release you after you've served them for 5 years. So basically, the only thing you can do in this case, just call 16008, which is the Ministry of Labor or ADLSA number, and report that complaint to them so that you can move easily. Guys, I will continue answering your questions as I continue receiving them, and I'm still looking for people to interview. Kindly, if you have been watching my videos and you have been successfully transferred to the new employer, or even if you were not watching my videos before, you know someone who has applied on ADLSA without the NOC, that's with the new law, just tell them that there's a guy called Vic Seezzo, and he would like you to share your story on your experience on how you applied, so that we can all help each other. So guys, subscribe, hit the like button. We are growing, and soon I'm going to reveal my subscriptions, because right now, even if you go to the subscribe button, it doesn't show you how many subscribers I have. Soon I'm about, so definitely by the end of this month or somewhere in between this March, I'm gonna reveal my subscriptions. Let's continue doing this, and until next time, Vic Seezzo will always be around to help you guys share our content to so many people. Let's change lives in Qatar. Peace out.